Don't tell them how your day was. Don't share things with them. Don't share your feelings with them. Don't share your past with them. Really just cut them off from knowing anything about you. Be like Mariah Carey.
I don't know her.
Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about what is a narcissist, what is a narcissistic abusive relationship kind of look like, just giving you the outline and framework for what we're going to be discussing moving forward. I'm also going to be doing my makeup as I speak, just in case anyone watching this, trying to get this information, is being surveillanced, because that happens in these type of relationships. So I'm going to do my makeup, but I'm not talking about makeup. Okay. So there are two kind of ways to look at what a narcissist is. There's this psychological way. Narcissistic Personality Disorder is considered one of the top 5 behavioral personality disorders, and that can be a way to look at it. The other way is to look at it just as someone having narcissistic characteristics. And I watched this psychologist, Dr. Ramani Durvasala, and she explains narcissism as kind of the secondhand smoke of mental illness, because even just being around such a toxic person really distorts your own perception of things and can really make you feel like you're losing your mind. It's also like you can't really diagnose a narcissist because they don't want to be diagnosed. A narcissistic person is a person who doesn't want to get well. They like where they are at, even if it is destructive for them, or they're afraid to kind of get out of that. Either way, they're not a person who's going to walk into a therapist's office with you. If you have been in a narcissistic relationship, you probably tried to get them to go see a counselor or a psychiatrist, and they just were not about it. That's okay, like therapy isn't for everyone, but a narcissist really sees that as something just irreverent and useless, as they see much of things that are helpful to people. So that's the two kind of ways to kind of think about the situation, like a psychological disorder or just someone being an extreme jerk. Just first and foremost, these people aren't going to change. Like I said, they're not the type to take themselves to see a counselor. They do not change. There is some argument that they can be managed, like any kind of disorder or mental illness is manageable, but it's not for you to manage. That's the thing, you know. People who are in this relationship, I'm gonna guess that you're someone who likes to help others. You probably volunteer a lot. You're probably really conscientious. You want to help them. This is not for you to manage. This is for them to manage. So now that you kind of see the two ways to think of it, like really, what are the qualities, what are the characteristics of someone who has this disorder? There are two types of narcissists within this kind of personality disorder. There's covert and then there's overt. So just like how they sound, covert is the type that is more secretive about their manipulation, about their abuse. They won't just like outright say like, I don't want you to do that. They'll kind of plant it in your mind that what you're doing is wrong. These are the types that are most infamous for gaslighting, which is an insidious form of manipulation we will get to. Overt narcissists, on the other hand, are the ones who are more grandiose. They're more like publicly abusive. They are the ones who are like, look at me, look at my Rolex, like I'm this, I'm that. Like, those are kind of the more dangerous types for themselves. Does that make sense? Like, I agree they are more dangerous, like, for themselves. They're the ones who tend to get into more reckless behavior, like drug abuse or just not taking care of themselves. You know, they're the ones who tend to just have that kind of destructive lifestyle and really just think it's benefiting them. Like, I don't know, they're wild. But I think that the most dangerous for a survivor and for a person going through this is the covert narcissist. They're the ones who play the mind games that really make you feel like you're just losing your mind. They literally make you feel bonkers because they're just so smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? And those are also the type that are most frustrating to me because they put on a face for everyone. They're the type that wears a mask. Like I said, the overt narcissist is gonna be like up and out in public and like talking about how they're this and that. The covert narcissist is gonna play to everyone's vision of them. They have a mask for like almost every person that they meet, for every situation. And that makes it really hard to kind of show everyone that like what they were doing to you, to kind of make them believe like, well, with me they had a whole different mask on. I didn't even recognize mine sometimes. I literally thought he was possessed by a demon, and that's another video. Basically, the covert narcissist is, you know, the Eeyore type.
Not much of a house, just right for not much of a donkey.
They are, woe is me, very sad. You will mistake their narcissism for depression before you see it as abuse. And that's part of how they draw you in, especially empathetic people. They kind of make you feel like they just need some help. They just need someone to talk to. But that's not it. They're doing that because they're like bonkers. Because they're bonkers. Like, nothing a narcissist does is gonna make sense. Just let me tell you, it's so hard to explain. And I think that's part of why I started this channel, to try and put some words to things that people are experiencing, because I know a lot of channels have helped me do that, because literally what you experience is bonkers. It doesn't make sense. And it's not supposed to. That's how they get you into a cycle of manipulation, like by making you feel like these outrageous things are normal. Fleek my eyebrows real quick. So, yeah. Another characteristic of like a narcissist in general is they lack empathy. They mirror empathy. Mirroring is another technique that they use to kind of get you into their circle, but they actually don't have empathy. They think that people who like give their time to others, who volunteer, who are compassionate, they see that as weakness. They don't care for that. It means nothing to them. And you'll see that. You'll see that overtly or covertly, the way that they respond to things of empathy. They want to be seen as neutral. But reality, they will give you little signs here and there that they're not really for it. I want to tell you like so much, I want to use like examples from my own experience, but that's not what this video is about. I'm trying to keep it short so that whoever needs to know what basically the little characteristics are can get them and get out. You know, these are like the red flags, y'all. They are super, super loving at first. They will make you feel like they're the best listeners in the world. They want to relate to you, relate to things that make your heart break, relate to things that make you happy. The narcissist will literally interview you. Like, drop an emoji below if you ever seen this. Your abuser talks to you like this when they're having a deep conversation with you. That's because they're interviewing you. Yo, like, what's many to me about this personality disorder is literally that it can be calculated, especially like a covert narcissist. That's the type that I actually dealt with, both covert and overt, but the one that left me the most traumatized was definitely the covert, because like I said, it messes with your psyche. Like, it's calculated. This guy was planning his abuse, and they are predators. They literally interview you. They want to know, are you someone who's cooperative? Are you someone who is caring? Are you someone who wants to give your time? Are you someone that they can manipulate, basically? And it's not to say that that means that you're easy to harm or that you're unintelligent. Absolutely not. This has nothing to do with that. This has nothing to do with how you are. This is how the narcissist is. This is things that they looked for, and basically they're just characteristics of a kind and caring human being. It doesn't mean that you're weak or any less than. It literally just means that you have so much love and good energy. Like, it's not your fault. It can often really feel like that. I know part of healing is really feeling like, dang, like, I can't believe I let them do this to me. Like, I'm too nice, I'm too this. It makes you want to just be a different person sometimes. But honestly, it was never your fault. And that's what you really have to hold on to. Pause, sorry. You're okay. You are one of the best people on this planet. And unfortunately, people try and take advantage of that. But it has nothing against you. Keep on being that good, kind-hearted person. Elevate yourself. Heal from this if you experienced it. And just keep on putting those good vibes into the universe. Speaking of good vibes, that's another thing a narcissist doesn't care about. They literally don't care about like karma or things like that. They think they can do whatever. They're the ultimate. You know, they literally just think I can do whatever I want because everyone is beneath me. So crazy. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to use other words besides crazy, so sorry. But yeah, so basically how the relationship starts, like I said, they interview you. They seem really great. They seem charismatic. They have like a lot of friends. They're really great listeners. They're basically like prince or princess or person charming. They are your person charming. They love bomb you, which is basically when they just show that they're head over heels for you. Things like I love you and let's get married and these are the names of our kids. They pop up real fast. That's the thing that can really help you differentiate between, I guess, a normally abusive relationship and a narcissistic relationship, is the speed at which everything happens. Because a narcissist, they want you like fast. They want you in. They want to hook you like as good as possible, as quick as possible, so they can begin sucking your energy. So this phase, this love bombing is so fast. It's literally just like boom, 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 boom. I love you. Like, we're getting married. Here's the ring, you know, send you like kids' names and stuff. And it's just wild. Like, but you like it. You like the attention. You like, wow, they make you feel like you're the most like wonderful person in the world, which you probably are one of the most wonderful people in the world. But they literally just put you on a pedestal. They make you think like, dang, like I'll do anything for you. Like, you're the love of my life, you know, like straight up. And then, you know, like I said, that period is quick and it goes. Once they got you in, then you can start to see like their mask, because they start getting more confident with it. What I mean by their mask is their mask coming off, their true face. Because that love, I love you, love of my life stuff, that was a mask. That was just something they were putting on. Once they get more confident with, you know, you getting comfortable with them, you thinking that they're safe, then they start to reveal themselves, truly. A lot of people have likened narcissists to being demon-like. And this is why, y'all. Because it literally is like nothing you ever saw before on this realm, okay? And, you know, they start showing you, they start making little jabs at you. They start making you feel very worthless, like you can't do things, you're incapable of caring for yourself, you can't cook, so they have to cook for you. They start doing things that like really start getting micromanagey, scheduling you. They start making you feel very incompetent. They'll start comparing you to other people, maybe your close friends. They will really just start dictating you. You know, you can tell this is happening because you're not spending as much time with like people who you're close with, your friends and family. They're isolating you. You are not putting as much focus into yourself or your work. They're making you do their work for them. You know, it's just like a series of manipulations that you really just don't see as that at the time because of how good they are at making it seem like you're either like helping them or you wanted to do it. Ooh, the gaslighting. The gaslighting has no order, no sequence of when it can happen. Gaslighting happens throughout. Gaslighting is not like love bombing where it just happens like a little bit. It's slowly throughout that makes you question your reality, to kind of put them in a place of superiority, like they know what's the truth, they know what's best, and you're just making everything up, you're exaggerating. You know, if you ever hear those things like, oh, like you're too sensitive, or I didn't mean it like that, but you know, like they did, like they say something mean to you and you're like, hey, like I didn't appreciate that, and they go, oh, I didn't mean it like that, you're taking it the wrong way, like I misunderstood. Like, that's the way you could tell, because you know what you heard and how it felt. It made you feel bad. I really hope this is making sense, because I'm new at this. I'm trying to get better at putting my own words together to describe what happened to me, but I'm also really trying to put words together so you can understand what might be happening to you, or so you can avoid this. Like I said, I'm new at this. I'm new at speaking to the camera. So I hope this is all making sense. I hope this is a little bit helpful, at least, if you experience some of these situations or these characteristics. And if you need help still to get out, I'm gonna put some things in the description for you. Like, one of the best advices and also things that I found in my research that has helped a lot of people survive these situations is getting space. That might be hard for you if you have like kids or something with this person, but you have to try and figure out how to put the most space between you and this person and really just block them out of their lives. Like, the thing that destroys a narcissist is not having access to you. Like I said earlier, this isn't about you being addicted to them or you having any, them having any hold over you. You really have to see that you have the hold over them. They chose you because you're everything that they're lacking. They worked hard to get to you because you're super powerful. And they need that. You're their life force. And cutting them off is like cutting off the life force. You can't let them into your lives. And, you just gotta start little by little. If it's possible for you, don't tell them how your day was. Don't share things with them. Don't share your feelings with them. Don't share your past with them. Really just cut them off from knowing anything about you. Don't share your feelings with them. Don't share your past with them. Really just cut them off from knowing anything about you. Be like Mariah Carey.
I don't know her.
It's a lot harder than it is said, right? Easier said than done. But I hope that this will give you a little bit of insight and a little bit of motivation to kind of take those steps, because this is becoming an epidemic, y'all. We have more narcissists in our society than we did 10 years ago. And those are just the ones that have been reported / diagnosed. They're common in the ages of 18 to 25. So that's us young people. But you don't see a lot of young people like myself on this type of mission. That's because we may not realize it's happening to us, but we're actually the most targeted population. 18 to 25 is like a rampant surge in narcissism and narcissistic abusers. And people say it's due to social media, but I think that's maybe just for the personality disorder in general. But seriously, there are so many people that we don't even realize, and they don't even realize it's happening because we haven't heard of it yet. Yeah, I'm putting a little eyeshadow on my lips just to make them pink. That is my makeup look for today. And also my little talk. Like I said, I hope this was helpful. I hope that gave you a little more information about this kind of people. Remember, they are predators. Don't feel bad for them. Get away from them as soon as possible. And I'll see you next time. How do I turn this off?